It's time for me to get my Dominican citizenship, and it's time to do it ASAP. In this video, I'm going to give you 27 reasons, yes, for why I want citizenship. And I'll also share the 3 ways that you can get citizenship and how you can do it inside of 6 months. Whether you are Dominican, married to a Dominican, or just interested in the Dominican Republic, this video is going to be chock full of great information for all of you. If you're new to the channel, my name's Jamie Gruber. My family and I moved to the Dominican Republic in August of 2022, and I share all about that experience, the ins and outs, real estate, you name it, here on this channel. And today we're actually at a water park that we have season passes to called El Dorado. It's inside a community called Capcana. I'll show you real quick. This is the wave pool that we're at right now. And my kids disappeared. They're going to do things, so I figured good time for me to shoot a video. The 3 easiest ways to explain how to get citizenship are as follows. First is by marriage. Now, me being married to a Dominican citizen, as long as you're married for 2 or more years, then you can apply for residency, get residency, and immediately after that apply for and get citizenship. The entirety of the process can take a few months, maybe 6 months, but by marriage is the easiest way. And here's the key. You can apply for temporary residence if you're married to a Dominican citizen, even if you're not here in the Dominican Republic. In fact, you can get citizenship even if you're not here. You never have to move here to get residency and citizenship. And you make the jump immediately from temporary residency, past permanent, right into citizenship. So find yourself a Dominican person. In fact, I'm opening a business right here. Email info@jamieschapeadoras.com and I'll hook you up with somebody. And here's the key to my business. Pimping ain't easy.
You're an idiot.
My wife loved that one. Just kidding. It's not a real website. Although, maybe I should. By the way, if you don't know what a chapeadora is, check this out.
Chapeadora. Chapeadora. All right, chapeadora is a gold digger. Like, you're trying to get that money, you know. Do you know a chapeadora or a chapeador, or are you a chapeadora? I don't know.
Now, that's the route I'm taking. And what I did was hire an attorney. Now, many people will tell you that you don't need to. You can do it on your own, all of that stuff. But I am a time over money kind of guy. I'd rather not invest a ton of time, energy, and effort figuring it out or spending a day at an embassy or whatever. I'd rather pay somebody to do that for me. And I get asked often who the attorney is that I'm using. Down in the caption, there's a link. You can click on it, and I will connect you to my immigration attorney. She's done a great job for me so far, and in full disclosure, she'll pay me a referral fee if you decide to do business with her. The second way, most commonly, that people can get citizenship here is by applying for residency. This is assuming you're not Dominican or that you're not married to a Dominican, just a straight up person off the street that wants to have residency and eventually citizenship here. This is a long path, but again, my understanding, talk to my attorney, is that you don't even have to move here, even on this track. What you can do is apply for temporary residency and get granted that. You need to hold it for 5 years, at which point you can apply for permanent residency, and you need to hold that for 2 years. And then after your permanent residency, for 2 years, you can apply and get citizenship. So it's a 7-year track to get to the point of applying for citizenship, but it's a way, and it's fairly simple. I have a concern with this route because I believe getting the citizenship now is essential because it's not going to get easier in the near future. I'm going to talk about my 27 reasons here why in just a second, but this path is slower, fairly easy. You still don't need to be here in the country, but it's going to take a while. By the way, I believe that is for American, Canadian, and other visa-free type countries that can come to the Dominican Republic. All right, the third way to get citizenship, and this again, I think is pretty easy, and you can do it almost immediately, get residency and citizenship, is by what they call investment. And there are 3 different ways you can qualify for residency and citizenship by investment. The first is if you're a pensioner, somebody taking a pension, making $1,500 US per month. If you can prove that, then you can apply for residency and then citizenship. The second by investment track is if you can show that you're making $2,000 a month US in passive income. This means stock payouts, dividends, real estate, money you're making without having to work for it every day. If you can show that, then you can apply for residency and eventually citizenship. The third track, and this may be of most interest to many of you, is by buying real estate, specifically $200,000 US worth of real estate here in the Dominican Republic. This doesn't need to be all in one shot. You can buy 2 properties worth $100,000 or 4 worth 50 or whatever. But as long as you can show $200,000 worth of investment here in the Dominican Republic, you can apply for residency and citizenship. This track, again, can get you all of that within 6 months. Now, before I provide you the 27 reasons why I think it's essential I get citizenship now, I want to offer a little bit of bonus content since I'm at this place, Dorado Water Park. Just learned this, figured I'd share it. This past June of 2024, we paid for a half-year pass so that we can come in anytime we want to, for me, my wife, and my 2 boys, my 2 kids. And we paid $150 per adult and $75 per kid, $450 total to come here. Now we can purchase for 2025 annual passes for double the amount, $300 for my wife and me, and $150 for each of my kids. That's $900 total for an entire year. For our family of four to come here and pay for the passes each time would be about $200 each time we do it. So that means that as long as we come more than 4 times in the next year, if we buy the annual pass for $900 for all 4 of us, we're saving money with each visit after that. We come probably once a month, so 12 times a year gets our per time coming here for our whole family down to like $75. A lot of people ask, I figured, hey, I'm here, I'd share that information with you. Also on the real estate track, that's one of the things that I'm most actively involved with down here. If you need a realtor, similarly, go down to the caption, fill out the form, and I'll make sure you get connected to a realtor in whatever area of the country you're looking for. I have great trusted partners that have been doing a great job from the feedback I'm getting from those that I've connected them to. And again, if you decide to work with them and close on a property, they will pay me a fee. Okay, let's talk about the strength of the Dominican passport. Right now, there's about 70 countries that you can get visa-free access to with the Dominican passport. Most of them you probably don't want to go to, but a few of them you might. Brazil, Japan, Colombia, and even Russia are all examples of places you can travel visa-free. South Korea is on that list, and there's a few others. But know this, in the last 5 years, that list has expanded from 60 to 70 countries. So the passport is getting stronger. Now, what's really interesting is recently, the president of the Dominican Republic, Luis Abinader, traveled to Europe and met with heads of state in different countries that are all a part of what's called the Schengen countries. Schengen, whatever. Schengen is a town in Luxembourg where a bunch of countries came together and signed an agreement that they would allow passport-free access between them. These are 23 European Union countries like Italy, France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, Switzerland, and so on, and 4 non-EU countries, Iceland, and 3 others I can't remember right now. So those 23 countries plus the 4 non-EU countries, if you add that up, that's 27. Abinader has support from Italy, Spain, France, and Portugal for the Dominican Republic to be allowed visa-free access to these 27 Schengen countries. And he's getting support from Germany and a few others soon. Now, a majority of countries will need to sign off on this, but they have in the past. In fact, recently they allowed Kosovo and a couple of other nations access to the Schengen countries visa-free. And with the Dominican Republic's improvement in infrastructure, economy, GDP growth, credit rating growth, improvements in corruption and crime, and all of that, it's becoming much more likely that in the next year, 2, 3 years, a DR passport gets you all of Europe, pretty much. Now, when that happens, it's likely that it may not be quite as easy to get citizenship and/or residency as it is right now. So here's my key point. This is with real estate, with the passport, with anything Dominican Republic. Everything here is speculative. It's high risk, high reward. When you're investing in a country that is developing, it means that your return may be incredible, but there's higher risk with that. The idea is you allocate a portion of your net worth and/or income and/or investment capital to get on the train of something that you see having legs, that you see having momentum toward the top. Think of like a penny stock. If you've got some really good information about a stock that's a penny stock, that it's going to get momentum and you have a lot of belief in it and you studied it, you spent time in it, then it might be the right thing to invest in that penny stock, but not all of your money, but a chunk of it, because you can get on that ride toward the top. The same thing exists here. Invest some of your money here, because when it goes, and I believe it will, that's my belief, I'm not a financial advisor, do your own due diligence, you'll be winning in the end. In fact, I think you're seeing it now. If you bought a condo in Cap Cana in 2006, and then Cap Cana went bankrupt in 2008, and you own that condo today in 2024, I bet you're still doing all right despite the bankruptcy, financial crisis, COVID collapse, all the growth and all the building, all of what people are calling the oversaturation of the Punta Cana area. You're still way up on the purchase of that condo. So I believe that evidence shows that while it is a speculative risk to invest here, it's the right risk to take, especially if you're familiar with it, you're studying it, you're watching content like mine. And the same applies for the passport. While right now it may not be the greatest passport to have, in the near future, it sounds like it could be. I believe it will be. And therefore, I want to invest in it now while it's easy to get rather than waiting till later. Now, I'm going to go jump on a slide and cool off a little bit, but check out this place, Dorado. And at the end, I'll pop up a video here where you can see a little bit more about this place. I did a full tour, so I hope you enjoy. And let me know what questions you have. Drop it in the comments around citizenship or whatever. And I hope this was helpful for all of you. And again, go down to the caption, a few different forms you can fill out. That'll probably help you with the people you need in order to get citizenship, real estate, or whatever else. So let's check out this water park. Let's do a montage of me going down a bunch of slides. That's probably the easiest thing. Let's go check out some, then I'll come back. Oh, this is going to be something. So you drop down this and then down into... Oh, that looks fun. It's like you're a turd in the toilet. I gotta put some on that. Holy shit! Oh, we're getting close. Onto a slide with some kids. I'm exhausted. We just went down a couple other big slides, but let's see. There. Oh, here we go. Woo! Oh. Oh. Woo! Oh, that will make my stomach jump. Check out this whole kids area. Look at this little fountain. Super cool.